After initial pushback from the DFL, a special session could soon become a reality in Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz now says he's considering calling lawmakers back to the Capitol to address a recent law change that targeted school resource officers and a ban on so-called prone restraints. The prospect seemed unlikely at first, but a handful of SROs have already been pulled from campuses across the state because of that change, and it's applying more pressure to DFL leadership. Meantime, the governor made a stop in Rochester today, highlighting another high-profile change when it comes to schools this year, and that is the free lunch program. For more on his visit, we turn to ABC 6 News reporter Alex Cotter. And Alex, it sounds like they put the governor to work today at Franklin Elementary.
That's right, James. On the governor's menu today, free school lunches for all kids in Minnesota. Not only did he highlight that new program in his visit today, he also tried his hand at serving a few of those lunches too.
No longer are we starting to differentiate have and have not.
Minnesota students K through 12 no longer have to go hungry.
Those who had lunch, those who didn't, those who got something different than someone else. We're simply treating them with the respect and dignity that each child should have.
Even though Rochester Public Schools have only been back in session for about a week, Superintendent Dr. Pekel says the numbers add up.
For the first time, lunches are free. Yes. Last week in Rochester Public Schools, our lunch consumption went up by 15%. 1-5.
Hi, nice meeting you.
Governor Walz spent Tuesday in Rochester to highlight the passage of this bill.
Hi, I'm new at this.
And spent some time handing out those free school lunches.
We still have children that are food insecure. And I think showing a community that does all of these things and is still concerned to the least amongst us, if you will, on this one, of making sure they're lifted up.
According to the governor, Minnesota is ranked 5th in the nation with the least amount of childhood poverty. He says the goal is to be number 1.
I think now one of the things we're working on, certainly from an administration standpoint, is implementing these things. And as I tell people, we're always improving on it. And I think we'll come back and see if there's things that need to be worked on, things that need to be implemented.
The program will add roughly $390 million to the state's education expenses over the next 2 years to fill in the gap from the federal funding they are already receiving. Live in Rochester, Alex Cotter, ABC 6 News.